let's try and follow that. Some guy that you've really heard of, some guy you never fucking have. So, strap in. Hi guys, my name is Dave. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'm a vegetarian. Thank you very much. I've been veggie for a while. There's certain things that I miss, like respect. I had to go to Spain recently. Now, going to Spain as a vegetarian is a bit like going to Cadbury World as a diabetic, right? I didn't realise they don't have the cultural equivalent. We went out to a restaurant. I said to the waiter, do you have any veggie options? He looked at me like I'd shit in the till, right? And I said, I'm really sorry, mate. Do you just have anything without meat? And he looked at the menu, looked at me, and he went, we've got duck. Now, I tried to point out duck is still meat. He said, one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. He went, well, it swims. It's part fish. The kind of logic there, you know? Because there are some people that eat fish. Anyone know you call a vegetarian that eats fish? No, a liar. Because there's this weird dietary hierarchy. Meat eaters look down on vegetarians, vegetarians look down on vegans, and vegans look down on no one, right? Because they don't have the minerals to grow. What are they going to do? Hit me? I consider, because I'm trying to be vegan at the moment, there are certain advantages to being vegan. Like it's sort of a lot cheaper, and that's mainly because no one wants to socialise with you anymore. I found out that trying to be vegan, like being vegan is a lot like being American, right? I realise this is quite bad timing. Being vegan is a lot like being American in the sense that you shouldn't have to apologise for it, but if you don't, people think you're a dick, right? Thank you. I didn't think that would go down well. As I said it, I was like, oh, fuck. But I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. The first reason is, like, when I was growing up, my dad was a vet, right? And he specialised in looking after really, really, really sick animals, by which I mean he was a butcher. And that made me think about my food, but also because my girlfriend is vegan as well, and her name's Una, and she's Irish, so that's spelled OONAXTTJ, / the winky emoji, the Batman symbol, and then the transient concept of hope, right? That's when I say she's Irish, she's not even the fun Irish. As well. You're like, no, I'm not. Because I think back me up, there is a fun Irish, isn't there? You know, you've got the like, like she's not that. I'm not gonna go. I'm just saying, she's like the other. She's like the angry one. They're like, you're angry. Like, Jesus. That's what we call the withdrawal method. She's. Have we got anyone in for Northern Ireland? I'm gonna get kneecapped. So, all I'm saying is, we've been together 4 years, haven't understood a fucking word she said. So that's. No, I'm gonna get. It's just like. Mrs. Brown's voice. Don't worry, this isn't racist. She's white. But. Ooh. But too far. Not a safe space, babe. I'm genuinely not having a go. I genuinely love Belfast, right? And for no other reason, this is a fact. People from Northern Ireland back me up here. Belfast has the largest Titanic memorial museum in the world. Yes. Which in 2000... This isn't PMQ's, love. Like, you can't... Yes! Corroborate it! That's all I came up here to do. I just came onto this stage and said, you know what, Belfast has a fantastic Titanic memorial museum. Good night. You might be able to back this up. Belfast is the largest Titanic memorial museum in the world, which in 2012 had to close down due to flood damage. Right, that is... What a place! I did some gigs over there. They've got a shop, mobility shop on the high street, right? It's simply called AIDS for the Disabled. And I thought, Jesus, I've never got problems enough! Or as I say, that's in a venue with no disability access. So, you're all going to hell. Now, something, me and Una recently joined this thing. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Has anyone heard of Borrow My Doggy? Is anyone? Yes. Oh, it's fucking amazing. If you don't know what Borrow My Doggy is, basically it's Tinder for dogs, right? I said that to one of my mates and he said Tinder is for dogs, right? And we matched with this long-haired sausage dog. Got his pocket eyes, amazing. He's called Rocket. It's like now. The reason this is funny is a week before Edinburgh, we were taking Rocket for a walk, and he bolted off the lead. And you have not seen people shit themselves like I have. Then in a busy London high street, a Northern Irish girl stands there wearing a backpack going, Rocket! People are like, fuck, it's the 90s! It's the 90s! It's the 90s! She's a very positive person. That's what I love about her. She's a very positive person. She always says things to me like, Dave, life's all about the journey. That's what she says. It's all about the journey. Forget about the destination. Just focus on the journey. Which is how she lost her job as an ambulance driver, right? She was trying to get me to be a better person. She always said improvement starts with an I, and I don't have the balls to point out unhappiness starts with you. So I wouldn't. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I genuinely think there are two people in life, right? And if you want to know what type of person you are, this is all you need, right? This is a UK standard party popper, right? Now there's a type of person in this world that will set this little bad boy off and think, woo, party time, yeah, let's get it on. There's also another type of person in this world that will set this off and think, someone's going to have to clear that up. I'm honestly jealous of positive people, man. Like, at the start of this year, I lost my job. I used to present a breakfast show on radio, and I lost my job at the start of the year on the 2nd of January. And I remember I told Una, I said, look, I've lost my job. And she said, look, it's not a crisis, it's an opportunity. It's bollocks, isn't it? Really? We don't call it the 2008 financial opportunity, do we, right? I've never seen a 50-something-year-old man wearing leather trousers, driving a Harley Davidson, divorcing his wife, and I thought, oh, well, that man's having a midlife opportunity, right? It's absolute bollocks, but I think the thing that annoys me is it ruins things that I think could be fun. For example, Una loves Harry Potter, right? I don't think Harry Potter is a believable premise, right? And I'm not going to go at the spells, witchcraft or wizardry. Bear this in mind. Are you genuinely expecting me to believe that if you give an invisibility cloak to a teenage boy in a boarding school, the first place he's going to go is the library, right? Utter bollocks, right? How many times in that series of books, films, stories, how many times do the teachers say, get your wand out? No one says, that's what she says. That's not a believable school! I'm not having a go. I love Harry Potter though. It's my favourite Lord of the Rings fan fiction, right? But I saw one of the best cynical things I have ever seen recently. Now, I don't know if you saw this about 6 weeks ago. A lot of the trains were cancelled because there was weather. And in the UK, we don't have a lot of weather. So whenever there's weather, the trains stop. And I was there on a train. We were in between two stations, and there was just loads of weather. And people were like, I can't deal with this weather. And there was loads of it. And we couldn't get off the train because the tracks were live, right? We were there in between two stations for 2.5 hours. The best cynical thing I've ever seen. After 2.5 hours, a bloke pulled out a packet of cigarettes, put a cigarette in his mouth and lit it. A young kid came over to him and said, really sorry mate, I don't think you're allowed to smoke on this train. The guy looked at him calmly, took the cigarette out of his mouth, exhaled and went, here, what they're gonna do, kick me off the train? I fucking love that about him. Because he was Welsh. But I worry that I'm too cynical. I think that's my concern. Like, Una kind of has all of these phrases. She always says things like, Dave, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Which is obviously famously said by Oscar Pistorius, right? And well done down here, very good. you're just staring at me like, is that Adam Sandler? That's, Honestly, right, I've got to go, but I'll leave you with this, right? The most offensive people in the world, kids, right? And I'll explain this for you why. I just come back from Edinburgh. Now, I do kids shows in Edinburgh. One of the things I like to do is I like to get the kids on stage, they tell their jokes, everyone claps. It's a beautiful thing, honestly. Now, I was doing the show and I got this little girl on stage. She was 7 years old. She was called Matilda, right? And I went, okay, Matilda, you're going to tell your joke. To get them on stage, they tell the jokes. It's lovely. She started telling this joke, right? Now, if you know the punchline to this joke, please shout it out. Right, the joke she started telling was, why does Santa not have any children? Does anyone know the punchline to that joke? Why does Santa not have any children? Go on, mate.
Because he's a pedo.
What? Because he's a pedo. like you tree, which is this whole kind of... That's not the worst one I ever... I genuinely asked someone once why Santa not have any children. He said, is it because he empties his sack at the bottom of children's beds? Right, I said, oh. I said, this is the last PTA I'm ever...